Hello champion, welcome to my math class. I'm teacher Adam. Today we are going to review the laws of integers concerning division property. So we're going to review the laws of integers concerning division property. So here we're going to talk about division. So yesterday we did something that deals with addition properties, subtraction property, and also we did multiplication property. Today we're going to talk about division property. It's also the same as the other one. We say rule number one: when dividing negative numbers, two negative numbers, the resultant is positive. That means if you have one negative number divided by a negative number, you get a positive number. That's it. The resultant, when dividing two negative numbers, the resultant is positive. And then rule number two: when dividing a positive number divided by a negative number, the resultant is negative number, the answer. That's also, so when you take a positive number, divide by a negative number, your answer will be negative. Rule number three, it's when you have negative number divided by positive number, the resultant is negative. That means when you have a negative number, you divide by a positive number, your answer will be negative. Rule number four, when you have positive number divided by positive number, the resultant is positive. So all these four rules here are the ones that are going to guide you and help you to understand how to compute this kind of question. So laws of integers, they are applicable the same. The ability for you to be able to solve this kind of questions is to understand how can you be able to solve. From this, because now we have the division property, we have the division property, then we have the addition property, we have the multiplication property, and we have the division property. These are the three different ways in which negative numbers can be tested. Therefore, and then after we will go to how is it being applicable when it comes to temperature. So in most cases, when it comes to when you're going to learn about the IGCSE or being tested in IGCSE, both extended and core, they will want you to have the knowledge of negative numbers and finding. So in this case, you need to understand how you can be able to find the difference of temperatures of different regions. For example, maybe you have Alaska in US, and then maybe there's a region in Canada, a very cold region in Canada, and then you're told to find the difference in these temperatures. So that's the most important that you need to know. So the application part, understanding the use of number line when calculating with negative numbers. Like for example, you're told to find the differences between negative numbers. So sometimes we went through those rules, and I think it's well understood. So I'll go specifically in, I'll do some quite examples here, especially when dividing negative numbers. Let's say you have negative 4. Let's say you have negative 4. We have negative 4 divided by negative 2. So obviously, negative divided by negative, we say it's positive, is the same as 4 over 2. So your answer is 2. Rule number 2, it says when you have a positive number divided by, positive number divided by a negative number, your answer will be 9 divided by negative 3, which will be negative 3. Okay, so that's also another thing. Like when you divide a negative number by a negative number, you'll obviously get a negative number, positive number by a negative number. Then rule number 3, it says when you have a negative number, let's say negative 27 divided by positive number, that's mean negative 27 divided by 3, your answer will be negative 9. Okay. Another concept is when you have positive numbers. Now 9 divided by 3, they are both positive. If you're having both positive, obviously your answer will also be positive number. So these are the key things that you need to understand when dividing negative numbers. So I will basically go to mostly tested questions in that unit, for example. And then maybe I'll just do like two or three questions in the unit whereby of negative numbers. Maybe if they want to ask you about negative numbers, what exactly they want or what exactly might be commonly asked in that unit of finding the negative numbers. Obviously, there's one common. They say you have been given here a question. They say the temperature of Njombe is 10 degrees lower than the temperature of Mbeya. If Njombe's temperature is 18 degrees, what is the temperature of Mbeya? What's the temperature of Mbeya? That's it. So you understand that the temperature of, so these mostly understand which one is higher, which one is lower. So we say the temperature of Njombe is 18 degrees Celsius. So we have Njombe, we have the Njombe's temperature, which is 18 degrees Celsius. And then we say Njombe is 10 lower than the temperature of Mbeya. So it means the temperature of Mbeya will be 18 degrees Celsius plus 10 degrees Celsius, because this temperature of Njombe is 10 degrees lower. So Mbeya's temperature will be 10 degrees more. So your answer will be 28 degrees Celsius. These are some certain examples. Okay, another way is to understand number line. I think I've shown you how to solve some questions using number line, especially when you come in when you're dealing with integers. So I'll start with application part of number line. So we understand that number line is very important in math. Number line is very, very important in math. So when you might have a line, in number line you might have a line. Let's say you have a line, and then it's a line with its from negative infinity to positive infinity. And then, so for example, if you have a number lines from negative infinity to positive infinity, let's say this is continuous, and then this is also continuous to positive infinity. Now, they say solve the following. Let's say negative 3 plus 4. If you see this negative 3 plus 4, that means you're supposed to add, you are moving from negative 3. So plus 4, that means positive 4 steps to the right. You're moving to the right, 4 steps to the right. That means if you're having that, this is negative 3, then this is negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. As you go on, now you're moving from negative 3. You have to move 3 steps to the right. You're moving 3 steps to the right. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where you start. You started. Start, then this is where you stop. You get your answer. Your answer is equal to 1. And for example, you have maybe negative 5 plus 6. What is your answer? Now, you have a number line. You have, this is negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As it goes by, and this goes by. You're starting negative 5, starting 6 steps, making 6 steps. So you are starting here. Start. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where it's called stop. So you can see negative 5 plus 6 is still also 1. This is how you use now using the number line. For instance, now what if you have negative 3 minus 4? This means it's a negative step. So you have, get it? So you have negative 3 minus 4. So you have negative 3 here minus 4. So you go 4 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then your answer here will be negative 7. This is also very, very important. Negative 7. So this is how you use you use number line to solve this kind of questions. Or you might have even, let's say, negative 3 plus negative 8. Now this comes, you have to go back to your understanding of solving what comes after. For example, when positive follows negative, what do you get? We understand that in this scenario, when positive follows negative, it becomes negative. So it's negative 3 minus 8. Then you go back to, you are moving 8 steps. In that case, it will be a negative number. So what you need to do here, just know if it's negative, I just add up the number and put the negative sign. So in that case, offhead it's negative 11. But how do I prove this? How do I prove this? Means I have to go 8 steps to below negative 3. That's it. Then the rest, I think I will give you this. This will be your exercise. You can do champion exercise. Maybe Using number line, solve the following: -7 plus -3, -8 plus -9, -12 plus -7, then 9 plus -12. What is it? I believe you know, champion. Thank you very much for joining the session.